Hello everybody, welcome. Today we are checking out Time Master. This is a puzzle game that's out now on Steam, and it's a pretty cool little game. It has a really great art style and some clever puzzles. I'm a decent chunk into it. I'd say I'm about probably 2/3 of the way through the game, or maybe halfway, and I'm having a pretty good time with it. The game looks fantastic, which we'll take a look at in a second. And I just want to also play the opening cinematic, which I'm gonna kind of load in from some old footage. Seems like I can't check it out again unless I reset my progress, and I don't want to do that because I want to show off some of these levels to you guys. But yeah, we're gonna take a look at that, and because I think it's got some really good voice acting and some animation and some storytelling going on that I think are really good. So I'm just gonna jump into the first level to give you an idea of what we're dealing with here, and we're gonna check out some of the other levels to show you kind of what we're going to be doing later on in the game. So you have this kind of like isometric view here, and it tutorializes you early on. But you can rotate around, which is pretty cool, because it is fully 3D. And you can zoom out too, so you can get a good view of your puzzle area. And the main concept of the game is you have these two timelines that you can kind of use, and you have this first timeline, and then I can press the Y button and it'll rewind here. Of course, I did all this goofy shit. So now once we start the second timeline, we're gonna have to wait for my past self to do all the silly stuff I just did up there. But then eventually what he's gonna do is he's gonna go get that crystal. And that crystal, once you collect all of them on the map, you activate this portal, and that sends you to the next level. So here he goes now. Obviously, I did not get the 3-star for that one, but that's no big deal. We'll do this next one. So now we'll go back here, and we'll just do this. That actually gave us the 3-star. So you could just do that yourself. You could go and you could grab those crystals as in one timeline and make it to the end there. But because we use the timeline mechanic, we got the maximum stars. And the amount of stars you get, the closer you get to the conclusion of the game, I think. So you see up in the top, I have 115 crystals, and it's 115. I think it says 115 out of 159. Oh, deliver 150 down in the corner. I'm not 100% sure if that's the end of the game or that's going to be like unlocking the next set of levels. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll check out some of these later levels. And so basically what that means is you're inspired to get as many crystals as you can, because the more stars you get, the more crystals you get at the end of the level. This one was a really cool one. So something to remember here is that the past self, we can use that. Your past self, the things that, so watch this. I'll collapse this. But now when I rewind, it is still intact. Now if I go forward, I can't go, but my past self can. And there's also a couple of different ways that we can reset. So we can hit the LT. I'm playing on the controller, and that resets the entire run. So now I'm back in possession of my first my first self. But if I say did a really good first self run, but I really screwed up the second run, I can hit RT and that just resets my second run. So that's a nifty little way to not have to redo the entire thing over and over again. So the trick here is that those pink crystals will pull the blue crystal to you, and they will automatically magnetize to whatever the closest crystal is. So we have to figure out, well, how do we do this in the most efficient way? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is pretty simple. I'm gonna bring my first run guy down here, grab that, and then I'm just gonna go straight to here. Now I'm gonna rewind. And I'm gonna start my second run. I'm gonna grab this. Then that's gonna let me grab that. That's gonna let me grab that. And I should get the, yep, I got the full trial score, 3 stars. So that's one of the concepts. There's this concept where, yeah, they're still tutorializing me here. Let me go in and show you some of the more advanced, not really advanced, but some of the things that are going on here. So let's check this level out. This has a couple of new concepts in it. So what we gotta do is we gotta figure out how to use that orange orb or that yellow orb to melt that snow, and then also get our dude over there and collect that gem. So I'm gonna go over here. All right, use our magic there. Rewind. And now we'll start the second run. And timing wasn't perfect, but we'll see how we did. Okay, we almost did it. Let's see if we could do that a little bit better. Let's do this. We'll restart the whole thing. We'll hit this. Now we'll run over here. Okay, there we go. We got it that time. And, you know, it's all about timing and all about nailing it. You know, getting it, figuring out the best, most efficient route, and then executing it. So it's a little bit both of, you know, the puzzle solving and the actual execution of it. And the execution part is kind of where I'm a little off on this game. So I'm having some trouble with these moments. You see how you kind of move around here and the arrow moves? Lining these up can sometimes be a little finicky, and also the fact that you have to hold the power button to launch it can also be a little troublesome. And there's also some other areas here. This one in particular
faster this time
is. Let me reset that. This one in particular is was giving me a little bit of trouble. And not to just complete it, but to. Oops. All right. So I screwed that up. That's fine. Nope, I screwed it up again. There's a lot of things you have to learn with the timing. Oops, I reset the whole thing, my bad. We hit this, grab that. Oop, see, now I jumped there instead of triggering the orb, and that means I have to do the thing over again because I screwed up. And that's where, when you're trying to get these tight timings down, that's where you end up having the biggest issue, in my opinion. So that time it worked pretty well.
Not fast enough.
But it still wasn't fast enough. And when you start to get into like really trying to execute perfectly, that's where I'm finding some of the frustration. But it already seems like, yeah, see how many times I had to jump in order to make that jump, whereas it doesn't always click. And that can be a little frustrating when you're just trying to get that perfect time. And you know, you're rushing. You're not, you know, all right, that time I got it. And I had to activate that, but that still I don't think is going to be the amount. No, I still need to shave 2 seconds off of that. And like I know what I'm supposed to do there. I know like I can perform all of the steps. It's just I'm having a little trouble with that jump. Let me try it one more time and we'll see what we get here. So I have to stop that guy from throwing my past self. All right, so that time it worked all right. I'm still not gonna get the right time though. And you know, sometimes I hesitate because I'm not sure if, I need to know that I'm going to be making that jump before I make it, because I need to reactivate my past self in order to destroy it, in order to get the time that I'm looking for. And because it's so finicky, because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, I'm just a little hesitating a little bit, and you know, focusing more on trying to make the jump onto the ice as opposed to remembering to reactivate my past self. So it's see, now there I forgot to deactivate my past self. See, I didn't make it, but maybe it'll work. Nope, I'm still 1 second behind. So
close.
Just wasn't good enough. Let's try one more time. Oh, see, I forgot. I also keep hitting the wrong button to reset, but that's my own fault. Nope, I screwed up. Oh, I did it again. I gotta get on this side. No, I did it again. What the hell? Pause him. Activate him. Come on. I don't think I'm gonna do it. Nope. Still 1 second too slow. And yeah, I need to get that perfect. And you know, it's not really. I don't really feel like it's me that's causing the problem there. It's the little finicky stuff around the controls and the platforming. So yeah, that's probably that's really the only issue I have with the game is some of the stuff around that. And otherwise, I think it's a pretty great, simple, chill, puzzle platformer. And yeah, I'm not sure how long it is. I asked the developers that I did get this for a key. I haven't heard back from them at the time of creating this video, so I don't know how long it actually is. But I've put a few hours into it, and as long as I don't run into any more of those kind of frustrating levels where I can't get the perfect score, I'm probably gonna, I'm gonna enjoy it quite a bit. So yeah, I think that's a it's a great little puzzle platformer. And yeah, that's Time Masters. It is out on Steam. I am going to tag the opening video on the end of this. just so you can see like some of that animation. I don't know how much of that there is, but there is like decent voiced work, decent animation. I think even just the levels look really good. It reminds me of like what that game, that Last Campfire, that kind of like everything, like all the green glows and the highlights glow and stuff like that, and it just looks really great. And it's challenging, but also you know, has a couple quirks around those platforming sections. So just keep that in mind. But I hope you liked the video. If you did, please consider subscribing, leave me a comment, all that good stuff. I do like to hear feedback. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
I didn't teleport her. I banished her?
With a time crystal, she can be brought back.
Where can I find one?
The Trials of Time. Aeons ago, the crystals were shattered into fragments and scattered across the Sky Isles.
The hardest of the Ancients' trials.